Kaido versus Harald. Kaido is strong, sure. People say he's the strongest. He fought a gauntlet of fodder and rookies, and people spend years pushing the propaganda that Yonko are the peak, and that Kaido is the strongest. Pirate King level obviously goes beyond Yonko level, right? Even if it goes extreme diff with them, right? Yonko's and Pirate King goes extreme diff, right? That's just his logic. Luffy barely grows stronger over multiple arcs before becoming the Pirate King, right? That's the logic. He fights all these villains in all these arcs, gets multiple powers, but he only grows slightly to the point where he can just extreme diff Kaido when he defeats Blackbeard and becomes a Pirate King. That's how the story will go, right? Oh, most stories will go, right? After all those power-ups, how many tears Luffy jumps during every arc? Even Wano, he went from getting one shot to Kaido to, beating him. But suddenly Luffy can't grow in strength because you want your delusional takes to stay intact. That Kaido is somewhat the strongest. Bunch of idiots. I'm not talking about casuals. I'm talking about people who are invested in power scaling. If you watch enough stories, or at least this one, you're an adult, right? Can you even follow a pattern? This bum was never anywhere near the top because he was a side arc villain. This should have been obvious, yet it still isn't to many. There are still idiots who think that Kaido would go extreme diff with Emu. Kaido's strong, but in the grand scheme of things, he isn't that important. Oh, but he was a villain for so many chapters. Yeah, and so with others. Every villain got power cliffed, but Kaido can't get power cliffed. He can't. Why? Who told you so, Oda? Kaido jumped from a sky island. Harald jumped from an even greater distance. Kaido's an Oni. Harald is an ancient giant considered the strongest. Kaido's tall, but Harald makes him look like an ant. Kaido's an Oni. Harald is an ancient giant, the strongest race. Kaido's tall, so what? Right? Kaido's an Oni, so what? I cannot go on. Kaido is durable. Harald has more durability. But with added region, Kaido fought a gauntlet of ants and Luffy, who just became a Yonko. But Harald fought equally with Rocks Diesebek. And for the stupid ones saying that Rocks is weaker than Kaido, just for the small portion of fans, look at what Rocks did to an admiral while being a rookie compared to the guy who defeated Kaido. Rocks was a rookie, right? He got stronger. This guy, equal to Rocks, got a Holy Knight buff. So I hope it's clear, it's not even a contest. If Kaido can push it to low diff, good on him. Thanks for watching the video.